Stand up and speak out. Stand up and speak out. Did you know that's a Bible idea? You say, really? Yeah, it is. The scripture says in Proverbs, do not withhold good from those to whom it is due when it is in your power to do it. You know, I've been meditating on that idea, especially as we've been watching the screens and we've been having a lot of controversy and action in our social media these last days. And, you know, sociologists have actually coined an idea, and it's called a bystander effect. When people have a chance to help and they don't, they sit back. It's called the Genovese syndrome. Really? Yeah, it is. Sociologists created it back in 1964. And when I read about it and studied about it, I thought, isn't that interesting? All the way back then, they discovered that humans had this problem. Now, you say, what was the backdrop on that? Well, there was a 29-year-old woman coming home from work. She came home very late in the night and she was walking. It was in Queens, New York. They said it was in a nice, secure neighborhood. She walked from her parked car. She was going to her apartment. And as she was walking, people's windows were open in the nighttime. And as she was walking, a man approached her. She had never met him before. And all of a sudden, he came up and he stabbed her. And when he did, she screamed, "He stabbed me." And people heard. A man actually looked out the window and said, "Leave her alone." And the perpetrator ran. Nobody came. And then her name was Kitty. Many knew her. She drug herself along the sidewalk. And if you can imagine, the guy came back. 29-year-old girl. She's dragging herself along the sidewalk, screaming. And when he comes back the second time, he stabs her again. Now, you're not going to believe the story, but people are turning off their lights now.
Wow.
And she is crawling to her door. And when she gets to her door at her apartment building, it's locked. And she can't get in, and the perpetrator comes back the third time and stabs her in the abdomen, and she dies there on the sidewalk. Now, what does happen is somebody calls the police, and they respond in 2 minutes. And the police shake their head, and here we are, 2020, talking about a story from that day. It was back in March. I'm looking for the date, 1964, because it is a phenomenon that we know Jesus talked about before that there was a Good Samaritan that had to break the inertia and take care of the victim when others didn't do a thing, right? There was a bystander effect all the way back then that Jesus spoke to people about. Now, when I was studying about that idea of the Good Samaritan, I thought to myself, what was the context in that scripture that Jesus was even discussing that idea? Was it racism? What was it about? And sure enough, the person is asking Jesus a deeper question. And I never realized it. This person says to Jesus, "Teacher, how can I have eternal life?" And Jesus says, the way you're going to get to heaven is you're going to have to break through and do the good thing rather than sit back and do nothing. And then it hit me, wait a minute. Do you mean that there are times that it's not the bad thing I do that could keep me from living eternally in heaven, but it's actually the thing I don't do? And yeah, I brought a whiteboard because it helps me think that there is a sin of commission when I commit a bad thing, but there is a sin of omission when I don't do what I knew to do.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
If you read the Good Samaritan, Jesus is saying at the very end of the story, they say to the teacher, why do I need to do this? Is this the way to heaven? And Jesus says, go and do what the man who had mercy did. Ladies, racism is a sin.
Yeah.
Doing nothing is being part of the problem. And Jesus laid it out all the way there. It doesn't matter if being a bystander is a sociological problem. It doesn't matter if the other 37 people let Kitty die on the sidewalk. I, as a believer, as a Christian woman, I don't have a choice. I don't have the option to lay back and say, it's okay, I can stay out of the fight. When I see my sister or my brother suffering, it's my responsibility to step up and care. I know we can sound almost like too passionate. Like people watching us could be thinking, these ladies are crazy. But the truth is, Kitty, as she was dying on that sidewalk, there are people in our own neighborhoods, in our own sphere, in our offices, in our relationships who are left out. And we are too busy with our little life.
Hi everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe today and you'll never miss a new upload. Thanks for being a part of our Better Together community.